Hi, this is Renee Hadfield, and I'm going to show you how to create a Pacman shape, an SVG Pacman shape in CodePen. So the first thing you'll want to do is open your CodePen. Here I have my step-by-step instructions over here, so this is what we'll be working off of. And right here is what we will be creating is this little Pacman shape. Let me show you this awesome Pacman I found. I'll share this the information for this site on the bottom of my page, but this is just some really cool things that you can do with SVG. And this person also gave step-by-step instructions. Mine is nowhere near this advanced, but it is really cool to check out if you're interested in that. But here is my Pacman, and this is what I'm going to be showing you how I did. So the first thing you're going to want to do is create your canvas size, which is the area you'll be creating your Pacman in, what size you'll have to work with. So I'm going to do mine just right in the left corner, so I'm just going to leave it at 0, and I'm going to do it 400 by 400, and then I'm going to give it some color so I can see where I'm working at. I think that copied everything. So to give it color, you'll want to put this in your CSS. The ID is Pacman, so you want to use, that's what I used for mine anyways. For some reason it doesn't have that in there, so we'll go ahead and type it in there and give it an open bracket. And so there you go. That's our canvas size that I will be working with. Move that up so we can see it better. Okay, and then as we create this Pacman, I'm gonna, the first thing you're gonna want to do is create a circle. You'll want to create your X and Y point. I'm going to center mine, so that would be 200 on the X and 200 on the Y point. And then the radius I'm giving it is going to be 100. You'll want to put it just after your first SVG line, and we actually looks like we need to close our SVG. So, but here's my circle, and I gave it a class name of body. I probably should have stuck with ID, but I used class. And I'm going to go ahead and close my SVG. And we can't see anything because we need to give it some color, so we're going to do that in our CSS. And so we use the ID of body. See what that does. It is not like in my copy and paste. Okay, so let's give it, we're going to give it, I'm just going to use a stroke on the body for now, just because that will allow me to be able to see what I am creating, and it's not coming out. Okay, I just missed the R in stroke, so that should pop up now, but it's not. Okay, here we go. Here's our circle. I had just missed the caret at the beginning of the circle. But I will go ahead and fix that on my instructions before I post it. Okay, so there's our body, and we gave it a stroke of yellow so that we can see when we add our mouth in. To add our mouth, I used a triangle, so it's, you'll use the polygon is what it is you'll use to make a triangle. And so you'll want to put that right after the circle in your HTML. You want to put in a polygon. And this is the size I made mine, the points that I gave it. And as you can see, it's already put it in there. I'm actually going to just do the fill so that you can see. Actually, it's just a stroke. I'm going to add the stroke so you can see what that looks like. And you will do that in your CSS. And it is not liking my copy and paste from my thing, so we will type in yellow. And there you go. Okay, and the other thing that you can do, I do actually kind of like where that is located, and I had messed around with the transform. So let me show you if you want to move your mouth around, what you would want to do. So I'm going to tell it to transform, rotate, let's do 5 degrees and see. I mainly like where it's at, so but let's see what that looks like. And that looks pretty good. So, but you can mess around with that. You can give it a negative, see what that does. Okay, that looks good. I like it at the 5 degrees, so let's just leave it there. Okay, step 7. Now we're going to change our stroke to a fill on the body, and on the mouth we'll take away the stroke, or we can just change it to black actually. So that's step 7. So let's just change this to say black. And that made that disappear. And then let's change this to say, actually we can leave that, doesn't matter, but we can fill it with yellow. And there's our Pacman. Okay, now just for fun, I'm going to add an eye. So to do that, it's my step number 8. You're going to want to add another circle in your SVG area of your HTML. And it's just going to be a small circle, but you'll want to make sure you pay attention to your X and Y coordinates. You can kind of mess around with that and make sure you get it where you want, but this is where I put my eye. And then let's see what it looks like with white. So in that, to be able to change your eye to white, you'd want to put that in your CSS. And I have a class of eye on mine. And let's see, there's our white eye. I think I liked it black, so in order to change it back to black, I just go into my fill and I'd write black. And there you have it. There is Pacman. Pretty simple, pretty basic, but it was a fun shape to build. And like I said, you can mess around with that mouth. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't like where it's at, but you could just mess around with your transform on where it's at. But I hope you enjoyed the video and hope you got something out of it. And you should go check out this site that I have on the bottom of my steps. Thanks for watching.